So what have we seen on the Acura team as far as, successful BDCs? And to be honest with you, the most successful ones that we've seen on the Acura team are hybrid departments, where you've got an internet department with an integrated BDC. And the reason for that is that these dealerships have become, they get it, they get the process. And on the Acura program, we run what we call a heat map to track the process. We know in the first 5 days that 90% of the people that buy online are going to establish that first two-way communication within that first 5-day window. So we track all the activity in that period of time, and where we see the best results in that is where they have that follow-up. And the idea being, a challenge with a BDC is typically those people aren't as experienced in overcoming objections, especially early on in their experience being in that role. Whereas an experienced internet manager has been through the battles. They've heard every objection a customer can have, and they've got a toolbox that allows them to respond in kind. So where we really have the best results are where we don't have gaps in that process, especially in that first 5 days. So the idea in a hybrid scenario, that hybrid situation, when the internet manager's out, that BDC is there to back them up. When the internet manager has a day off, that BDC is there to back them up and keep that process moving forward, and really being able to establish that contact. And then additionally to that is then when they make that contact, the best performing dealerships that we have will end up with a manager on the end of the phone call that doesn't result in an appointment. So like we do on the showroom floor, where we might do a manager turn just to at least exit the customer from the showroom, we want to do the same thing on the phone. A lot of times when a customer's gotten to that point where they've given us all that information, they're really looking to buy a car. And a lot of times when we listen to the phone calls, you literally hear the customer saying something different to the second person than they did to the first. And the reason for that is typically the salesperson at the beginning missed that buying signal that the customer was sharing. And the customer changes their approach so that they can get their questions answered and be able to open up and come in to buy the car.